Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. How's everybody doing today? Hi, Sarah. I'm well, thank you. How are you? I hope everybody's having a good Saturday so far. Hi, Carol. How are things in Scotland? Hi, Katie Louise. The photo of Karma and Taro, I know. And you know what? They're laying in the kitty condo right now, grooming each other, snuggling with each other. Hi, Dana. How are you? Thank you, Jack. Hi, Christina. How's everybody doing? Welcome. I've been so busy all day. I was filming, doing some things around the house, and then the time kind of got away from me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get online. Hi, Erin. How are you? Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, it is Canadian Thanksgiving weekend. Hi, Jill. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Mr. Ronan. How are you? I'm well, Dana. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Oh, you love the reading. Good. You know what? Last week I didn't get a chance to do the Twin Flame Soulmate reading on YouTube, and then I did this one, and I was like, oh, you can just. It was like meant to be this way. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you, my friend? Nice to see you. Yeah, yep, Christine. It's Canadian Thanksgiving. Canadian Thanksgiving is in October, whereas the American Thanksgiving is in November. We do the exact same things, just like a month earlier. Hi, Maddie. How are you? Oh, thank you, Debbie. Yeah, I got my hair done the other day, actually. It looks a little bit like more golden right now just because of the lighting, and it's like dark in here kind of, but a little bit more blonder, or at least refreshed, right? So, oh my gosh, Pierce, how are you? Nice to see you. I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you for following me on here. I appreciate it. Do I take super chat? I'm not answering any direct questions, but we're going to do a general collective reading. I'm on 3 platforms at once, just so everybody knows. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok all at the same time. You just told a Canadian he should ask you out. Oh, there you go. You should have told him Happy Thanksgiving, Christine. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Gina. I'm well, thank you. How are you? Salut, Mathieu. How are you? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Blue White. I appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Carol. You're kind. A ponytail is important for my presentation. Fun fact about me, I never wear my hair in a ponytail. Anybody who knows me knows they've never seen me in a ponytail. Not even when I'm working out, not even when I did Mud Hero. I do not wear my hair in a ponytail, but that's so funny that you asked. Good, I'm glad, Matt. I'm glad. Yes, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Trish. Amazing. You know what? You know what just came to my attention, I think yesterday, and that is our next full moon Zoom. Hi, Aria. Our next full moon Zoom is going to be on Halloween. So if any of you want to join me for Halloween for the full moon Zoom, it's coming up October 31st because the next full moon is midweek. So we always do the full moon Zoom on the Friday before the full moon, or as close to the full moon as possible, and it happens to be Halloween. So if anybody wants to do a Halloween full moon Zoom, there you go. Hi, Johan, how are you? Well, I haven't had a Thanksgiving dinner yet. Yeah, costumes required. Perfect. We don't know what kind of costumes we're gonna get for a spicy full moon Zoom. Oh, merci, Matt. Maybe once, Matt. I don't know. I don't ever wear my hair in a ponytail, like ever, ever, ever. You once did a 10K and your hair elastic broke. I walked a 10K in Toronto, the Toronto Waterfront Marathon, with my hair just flowing in the wind. Everyone was like, how do you not put your hair up on a ponytail? I was like, no, I just don't. Even if I was working out, doing like lunges and squats or kettlebells, whatever weights, I would always have my hair down. Even when I play volleyball, like on Wednesday nights, I realize like I'm on my team or like around me, I always just see me with my hair down. But hi Ginger, how are you? Hi Benita. That's impressive. I don't know what it is. Like even I told you, even when I was doing Mud Hero and people were going through the mud, I'm like, nah, I'm not putting my hair in the mud. I found ways to get around it. And not because I'm a diva or not because I'm like high maintenance. It's it's just I don't know. I just don't wear my hair in a ponytail. Sporting life. It was the Toronto Waterfront Marathon. And it was so funny because I was injured before we did the run, and I'm not a runner. I like doing weights and lunges and squats and all that stuff. Like that's something I love to do, but like ask me to run and I'm like, nah. But I did it because some friends wanted to do it, and my bestie and I, we were training with a trainer for a while, and we were hoping to get ready for this 10K. And I've never had really an injury, and I got an injury to my ankle. And so I couldn't even technically train for this marathon. And it was so funny because I was worried that I was going to be what you call an informed pedestrian. So like when you're taking too long to get through the marathon, they call you an informed pedestrian. They give you like rules of like, if you've ever done it, where they basically tell you how to like pay attention to like street lights and signals if you're taking too long. So this time, I was very lucky. I was not an informed pedestrian, but I I made it. I made it just in time. So I did like a walk run. I could never. I'm not a runner. I admire people who can. I don't have that in me. I don't have a runner's body. Um, so tell me, everybody, what's your vibe? What's the vibe? What have you been up to this weekend? How are you feeling? And now I did do some filming today. So there was a lot of lovey vibes coming through. You hate running, Jojo? Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. Hi, Pico. Well, Bob, we're going to do a general collective reading. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You're relaxing? Sounds good. But I did it, Kim. Exactly. That's all that matters. I appreciate it. This was a few years ago. You love running? I wish I could. I just don't have it in me. Oh, you're having a wonderful day with your son. Amazing. So, yeah, I mean, there's been some lovey vibes in the air. There's also a theme of like open doors, as in like, gotta go through the door, gotta find a way, gotta let go. I always talk about this, gotta let go of the broken heart. I feel like I say it in a reading every week. Gotta let go of the broken heart. Walk faster. Oh, I don't mind fast walking. I mean, I was raised by a German father, so fast walking and efficiency are part of the upbringing. If anybody else can identify, you know. TMI. I was probably the quickest peer of all my friends growing up because my parents taught me to be so efficient with walking fast, peeing fast, getting to where you need to be. Hi, Linda. How are you? Does that make sense, Elizabeth? Like letting go, get rid of the broken heart, open the door to something new. So happy Thanksgiving. Yes, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadians or non-Canadians who might be celebrating too. You never know. I'm well, thank you. So tell me, everybody, what's your word of the day? What are you feeling? What's the vibe? Thank you, Joe. Same to you. Kim, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Hi, Matthew. I feel like I'm sitting in the dark. The weather has been very dull today, like extremely dull. You're going camping? You're doing Thanksgiving next weekend. Okay. Sounds good. It's my sister's birthday this weekend, so we're doing like a birthday dinner. But we're not doing like a specific Thanksgiving dinner. As much as I love having a Thanksgiving dinner, um, we're not doing like a turkey dinner or anything, although I would love a turkey dinner. You're nervous because you thought a deal was going through. Now you haven't heard from them since Thursday. Well, everything has a way of working out. Wednesday's your birthday. Happy birthday, Thomas. Oui, c'est le même là. It looks like it's going to rain for sure. Hi, George. Thank you. You're at peace, happy, and hopeful. You feel aligned, Sarah? Good. Well, let's get into it. Let's pull some cards. Hi, Rovan. How are you, my friend? Today's your birthday, Trish. Happy birthday. What are your birthday plans? Hi, Kevin. Hi, Amar. I feel like I look very bronzed. I think it's the lighting. It's the lighting tonight on Instagram. Like I feel like I look. Hi, Karma. Are you coming to say hi? Oh my goodness, kittens. Hold on. Let's get you in here. Because any moment we can have a Karma visit. Now, how many of you saw the relationship reading on YouTube where I said something's about to come in and shake things up, and then this kitty cat jumps right into the reading and messes up all the cards. Hi, Barbara. How are things in Croatia? Hi, Litsa. She came in like a storm, Sarah. My little baby, my little Karma kittens. Yeah, can you tell she's spoiled? Can you tell she's spoiled? My little baby? Yeah, Dana, she's like, she jumps right in. Like the moment that I'm saying things like, something's gonna come in like suddenly, and then she comes in and she like messes up all, she messes up all the cards. The one thing about Karma is that she doesn't mind being held. And I remember when I used to have Gretchen, I used to say, Gretchen, I want you to let me hold you. Because Gretchen didn't like to be held. She liked to sit on my lap, but she did not like to be held. Okay? And so I feel like Gretchen sent me Karma, who liked to be held, but she doesn't yet sit on my lap. She doesn't sit on my lap yet. I'm hoping that's something she will do eventually. She's a little beast, Dana. Like she really is. She is such a little beast. Karma has these very round eyes. She doesn't always have the sleekest like cat eyes, but she can. It depends on her mood and like what's the vibe, you know? I am from Toronto, Canada. Oh, sorry, the comments were getting stuck again on you have the same kind of cat too? Thank you, Paul. That's very kind of you. Oh, I'm so glad, Trish. Hi, Lucia. Yeah, her name is Karma. She came with that name too. Like I didn't change her name. She, I saw her little picture, her picture on the shelter website, and I said, "That's my cat." I said, "That's my cat. I gotta go get her." So I did, and she is mine. Hi, Sarah. We haven't even pulled any cards yet. So I'm glad you're here. You made it perfect timing. I'm well, thank you. Yeah, that's nice about that. He was a cuddly cat for you. Oh yeah, cat. Karma is far from innocent. That girl is a beast. Like I think of her as like my protector, like my enforcer. Like nobody's gonna mess with Karma. I can tell you that much. Hi, Laverne. How are you? So let's see what we need to know today. You have your sister's puppy? Oh, that's nice, Lucia. Amazing. Sure, Laverne, we're gonna do like a general collective reading. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Hi, 21 Pilot. How are you? So let's see. What do we need to know? Two of Cups. See, I told you there's lovey vibes in the air. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Uncle, I'm doing a general collective reading. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Hi, Mysex. How are you? You're in Lake Tahoe? Wonderful. Arnold, I am in Toronto, Canada. I'm in Toronto, Canada. Two of Cups. Two of Cups, partnership. Hi, Ruth Ann, how are you? Two of Cups is the energy. Interesting. Let's use this deck here. Let's see what we need to know. I've been trying to pull out some decks that I haven't used in a while. The Tree energy. Keep your feet planted. Now, interesting that this card came out because something that I said in one of the readings that I filmed today was don't get ahead of yourself right now in love. Like take it step by step. Don't go too much into the chemistry and get carried away, because when it rides in quickly, it can leave just as fast. You want to take it reasonably. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean, you know, don't have fun. It just means don't get too carried away. Okay? So let's see what else we need to know. One step at a time. You got it. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Thank you, KJ. Step by step, Christine. Oh, thanks, Jill. Yeah, my nails are very long right now. They're very long, very long. I was so lucky because we played volleyball on Wednesday, and I was so worried that I was gonna like break my nails, but it was all good. I'm trying to be very, very careful. Oh, I get it. I got the NKOTB reference. I mean, when I made that video with that song, I was like, that was such a me thing. And I knew that some of you would be into that as well. Step by step. Exactly, Christine. You used to go to Toronto? Nice. Okay, let's see. The anchor. Ground yourself in a way. Anchor yourself. I mean, like sometimes the anchor can be about getting stuck, but like this isn't, I don't think this is a stuck energy. I feel like you just have to make sure you just ground yourself, you know? Hi, Bob. How are you? You love the color? Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a nice pink, and very like it's like a cat eye glass snail. My favorite color is purple and pink. Although I love green too. I like a lot of colors. Thank you, Fuad. I appreciate it. Thank you. Potential or challenge today. Oh, Angel de la Nuit. Okay, I wish I had. Oh, I do have it. Hold on. I do. I have to read this to you because whenever this card comes out, it's special. And I haven't read this to my online family in a long time, but I think this is a message that a lot of you may need to hear. Okay, so let me just tell you, this deck is called Tarot de la Nuit. And this is a special card. And when you get this card, I'm going to read it to you. Funny how the little booklet has like a crease right at this page, because I never use this book because I read intuitively, but I've looked this up before, so obviously I knew where to turn in this book. But I want to read this to you. So a special message for the bonus card, L'Ange de la Nuit, so Angel of the Night. Okay. It says, I am the angel of night. If you've picked me up, then my message to you is that your inner night is soon coming to an end. You may have walked in darkness for some time, but soon, very soon, a new full moon will rise and will show you the way. My phosphorescent butterflies are here to guide you. Believe in luck, believe in me, believe in you. My black soft wings are protecting you from now on. Into your heart, I whisper my sweet lullaby. Have no fear, honey. Everything is going to be fine. The night is nothing to be afraid of anymore, and the warm sun that you hold within is ready to shine again. So, what a beautiful card. Hi, Peter. How are you? So maybe this is something you were needing to hear today, but this is kind of like that energy that says it's a new dawn, it's a new day, everything's going to be okay. Even going through the darkness is going to bring you something really special. Kim just said, "Can I repeat that?" Okay. Let me read it one more time. Okay. Sounds like a Michael Bublé song. Well, maybe. I mean, Michael Bublé can have some depth for sure. Hi, Maria. Okay, so let's hear it. I am the angel of night. If you've picked me up, then my message to you is that your inner night is soon coming to an end. You may have walked in darkness for some time, but soon, very soon, a new full moon will rise and will show you the way. My phosphorescent butterflies are here to guide you. Believe in luck, believe in me, believe in you. My black soft wings are protecting you from now on. Into your heart, I whisper my sweet lullaby. Have no fear, honey. Everything is going to be fine. The night is nothing to be afraid of anymore, and the warm sun that you hold within is ready to shine again. So there you go. What beautiful energy. So it's like a new dawn, a new day. All will be well. So let's get another card to see what that's all about. Let's clarify that. Yeah, feeling good. Michael Bublé, fellow Canadian. Oh, it brings tears to your eyes. It's a beautiful message. Here's the cabin. It is in your Michael Bublé song, A New Dawn, New Day. Yeah, there you go. Makes sense to you. And I'm feeling good. Exactly. Yes. So maybe that's a message for someone, right? Obviously, it's something that we resonate with. And this is the cabin where it's telling you, see, it's telling you to slow down a little bit. And this is what I was saying at the very beginning. If this is about love, don't rush anything. Don't try to rush anything. Don't try to force anything. Ground yourself. And it even says cozy times, like cuddle up, have some relaxing, just relaxing time with someone, I also think that in the readings that I filmed today, there was messages about authenticity. Sorry, I said that with a sigh. With like authenticity or feelings, deep feelings, attraction. But again, you can't get carried away. You have to kind of just ground yourself. Take it easy. The crow. I don't know if any of you are seeing crows, but it's a good omen. It's a good sign. There could be some nostalgia. That could be a challenge for some of you. Be careful. I always ask, are the signs you're seeing, do they pull you backwards and put you in waiting mode? Or do they put you in an energy that feels excited and wanting to spark new energy or moving yourself forward? Because I want you to move forward and never to hold back and wait. And that was another thing in the readings today. Don't wait. As I always say, please do not wait. I did a couple of love readings that I haven't done in a while, and the style of the readings is, messages from someone, something they want to tell you. And something came out that like I had sort of like warned about before the card was pulled. And I said, remember, like you can't wait on anybody. And then all of a sudden the card comes out, be patient with me. When somebody you love, or you're in a situationship with, or whatever type of relationship you want to call it, says, be patient with me. Now, depending on the situation, but in most cases, being patient does not mean waiting. You do not wait on someone else to better themselves. This is not about, I'm going to sit here and watch you better yourself. It's a matter of, I'm going to live my best life. I'm going to better myself. And either that person is going to meet me at the same place or they're not. If somebody is, for the most part, showing up and consistent and doing the work, then yes, it's possible to kind of do that in tandem with each other. But if you are here and they are here and you're waiting for them to join you, you're going to wait a very long time. Because if you wait, you will continue to wait. And I don't want any of you in waiting energy because that just keeps you stuck. And sometimes people do that because they're not ready, meaning your person's not ready, but if your person's not ready, neither are you. And that enables the behavior of no movement. So sometimes it's not even about the other person, it's about ourselves because we pick people who aren't ready because it enables us to not be ready. So just be mindful. If you're really truly saying that you want to get better, you want to grow, you want to have the things that you want the relationship, you want the stability, you want the abundance, well, that comes from you, not waiting on someone else to solve their problems. We have to solve our own. It's climbing the cake. And, for those of you that don't know my cake analogy, go to my Instagram profile, my TikTok profile. It is pinned there. It can also be found on YouTube. But the cake analogy really is about the idea that you cannot pull somebody up the tiers of a cake. And that story, if those of you that don't know the cake analogy, it comes from, and I'm sorry I'm repeating myself to people who already know it, and I've heard it many, 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 many times. By the way, go and look at those videos and read the comments. That is all I have to say about the cake analogy, because it is a testament. Oh, sorry, all the comments were stuck on YouTube. I apologize, YouTube. I don't even know what all the comments are. My apologies. Go read the comments on the cake analogy video, okay? Because so many people experience this exact same thing. If you are trying to pull somebody up the tier of a cake, every time you reach out, every time you enable, the person goes right back to the bottom of the cake. And you might be wondering where that story came from. When I got married back in 2007, and the picture of my wedding cake is in that video, by the way. When I got married in 2007, I thought I picked a really cute cake topper, and in my mind, I remembered it as my ex-husband pushing me up the cake, like helping me climb the tier of the cake. And one day I was in a session a few years ago with a client, and we were talking, and I said, hey, do you know those cake toppers where like the groom was pushing the bride up the cake? And then after the session, I went and looked at the picture because I knew I had it somewhere in an old email. And so I looked and I was like, you got to be kidding me. I was pushing this man up the cake. Like in my wedding cake, I was the bride pushing this groom up the, I was like, boy, was I ever in my masculine energy pushing this man up the cake. I can't even believe that, you know? Oh, amazing. I'm so glad you love Niagara. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And so, here I was. And so here I was pushing this person up the cake, realizing that I was like enabling certain behavior. And then fast forward to when I was sparked, after my marriage, I was chasing, I was overgiving, I was overdoing, and I was problem solving, and I was trying to pull somebody basically up the cake. And every time I went another round, anytime I reached out, anytime I sent a meme by accident, of course, we all know that wasn't an accident, or I was trying to get something jiving again, I was just chasing. I was in my masculine energy. And so until I learned that I got to let somebody do it for themselves, nothing was going to change. So I guess my whole point is don't wait on anybody. You wait, you're going to continue to wait forever. You really will. And I don't want anybody stuck. I want you living your best life. I want you living the best of the best of the best because you deserve it. And you have to believe in yourself. Hi, Prince. Good afternoon. But yeah, absolutely, Dental. Yes. Yeah. Every relationship that I've been in has gotten better every single time. Why? Because I got better, not because they got better. People don't just fall from the sky. And I think that's a very common misconception that people say, I'll do this if. I'll go into a relationship if the man of my dreams, the woman of my dreams, the person of my dreams falls from the sky. It just doesn't work that way. It attracts to you when you are in better energy. We attract what we are. And I know that's a very triggering comment to make. But if you were to look, let's be real. If you were to, and this includes myself, by the way, if you were to look at the people that you are in a relationship with or were in a relationship with, don't tell me that they were much different, in the sense that you may not necessarily have like apples to apples in regards to your ways, but you certainly share characteristics or tendencies. If they're avoidant, more than likely you are too to some extent. Maybe not in the same ways, but in others. Hi, section. I'm on 3 different platforms at once. That's probably why, but I'm not ignoring any comments. So, I think we have to remember that if we're constantly attracting a type of person, then we have to also look at ourselves too and say like, well, what is it in me that I'm attracting? That's why I said earlier, if you're attracting people who are never ready, part of the problem is that we're not ready ourselves, right? We find things to enable us not to be ready. The more we put ourselves out of our comfort zone and overcome the obstacles or show resiliency, then we're going to start meeting better people who are resilient and overcome obstacles, right? Have a wonderful dinner, Lucia. So tough topic, but a very honest topic. And that's why I can see in myself over the years. I mean, I keep repeating myself. It's taken me 8 to 10 years to get to where I'm at right now. It didn't just happen overnight, and it didn't just happen because something fell from the sky. It took me getting better every single time and working through it and never giving up, right? Yeah, Aaron, I mean, like young adults who have mental health issues, depression or anxiety, I mean, ultimately getting help is the first thing. I mean, talking to somebody who can understand, talking to somebody that's going to challenge you and give you feedback, because feedback is really important. I just had this conversation yesterday. If you don't have someone, oh, thank you, section. If you don't have someone giving you feedback or challenging you, then how are you going to get better? Hi, Roxanne, how are you? People come to me for real talk and challenge. It's not going to be easy, but people don't come to me for fluff. And so if you're looking for someone who is going to tell you the truth and try to help you get to where you need to, well, then I can help. But in general, the first step is always being honest with yourself, acknowledging that something needs help or something is wrong, and working on fixing it. It just takes time. Hi, Mike, how are you? So let's take a look at what we need to focus on today. Wonderful, Mike. Hi, Amin, how are you? Hi, Vipin. Thank you. So what do we need to focus on today? Look at this, opening your heart. I talk about this all the time. I love this deck. I haven't used this deck in a long time. And that is opening your heart and being truly open. You know, people tell me all the time, I'm open, I'm open, I'm open. But again, it's called perceived openness because people say they're open only if something falls from the sky, only if somebody approaches, only if somebody extends their heart. And what that means is you're doing something based on a condition. Like when I'm teaching French to my students and I'm talking about conditional sentences, I will do my homework if I have time. If I have time, I will do my homework. Well, if I don't have time, I'm not doing my homework, right? I'm not going to do my homework if I don't have time. It's the same thing in love, right? It's like saying, I will go on that date if someone asks me. If someone asks me, I will go on that date. It's a condition. It doesn't mean that you're actually open. It means that you're waiting on something to be offered to you versus creating opportunities. Hello, my friend, how are you? So you can't put yourself in a conditional situation because that doesn't mean being open. That means being closed or creating obstacles in order to actually be open. So, right? I always use that example because again, teaching French grammar has taught me a lot of things, about life. I feel like it's prepared me in so many ways, you know? It's like asking questions brings doubt. Not that it's wrong to ask questions, but like, will I find love? Well, if you're saying, will I find love? It means you don't believe you have love. So therefore you doubt. Therefore it's not coming your way, you know? And you have to be very careful about the way you speak about yourself or the way you speak about your story. If everything about the story is negative, if everything is about what's been done to me or what's wronged me, what they've done to me, what they've taken from me, what they've whatever to me, there's no question why somebody's in the situation they're in. And I hate saying that, but it's really true. Like, have you ever talked to somebody, and I know you have you ever talked to somebody at work or a friend group, and somebody keeps saying, oh, I can't believe they did this to me. Or, you know, there's a victim mentality in every conversation. Then you can see why the situation is the way that it is, right? And sometimes when you hear it over and over and over from somebody, you're like, oh, geez. It's okay, like once in a while you hear something like that. But if you hear somebody who does that every day, man, and you're consuming that as well, or putting yourself in that energy, like that spreads, you know, that misery loves company vibe, it spreads. So you've got to be very, very careful with what you consume, the people that you're around, the social media posts that you consume. Because like it's the same thing with like love and dating. I hear so much complaining online about dating. Everybody says dating is so bad, dating apps are so bad, everything is so trash, everybody's this. Oh, I hate men, I hate women, I hate this, I hate them, I hate whoever. Like if you hear those things all the time, what do you think happens to you? You take that on. You take on that energy. And I have a very simple answer that I know is not very popular, but it's very honest. If we're so good with knowing what is so bad about dating apps or about dating, then I don't know what's the problem. Then then swipe away, delete, block, and move on to the next. What's the point of complaining about it? What's the point of stopping the journey and giving up? It's because other people enable you to do that with their complaining and their negativity. So it gets easier to fall into the sea of negativity or complaining than it is to actually do your own thing, right? Hi, Em. How are you? And to be real, sorry, all these comments on YouTube keep getting stuck. And to be real, don't you think I've seen my fair share of people on dating apps that are shitty? Of course I have. Did that ever stop me? Never. I have never, ever, ever stopped putting myself out there. Not once. Have I taken a break for a month or two? Absolutely. But I've always gone back out there. Yeah, Mike just said it's okay to be the victim long enough to realize that you're actually a survivor. Because at a certain point, you got to move. You got to make a move. You know. Well, John, I'm a high school teacher of 21 years, training in mental health. I work with a lot of people. I've seen a lot of things. I've experienced it myself. So that's where my knowledge comes from. Oh, dating has changed, Susan, 100%. Dating has changed. But you know what the reality is that nobody wants to face? Yeah, Bonnie, no, but it's not me. I can assure you it's not me. I know, unfortunately, there are people on social media that try to impersonate accounts, and it's definitely not me. That I can assure you. Thank you, Sarah. I'm a therapist, exactly. I'm a therapist. Dating has changed, Susan. It certainly has, but I'll tell you what hasn't changed. There are good people out there. There are good people out there. And I can tell you that again, if we are so knowledgeable that dating is so bad or that people are so bad, then it should be very simple. You swipe away, you delete, you block, and you move on. And that's all it is. Yeah, Dana just said no one wants to look at themselves and why they're attracting what they're attracting. Yeah, that's the harsh reality. It is. And it's very honest. Kat just said, I had a friend that was doing that. I put my hand up after a while and said, Hun, the real question is, why are you allowing it? She looked at me wide-eyed and said, I don't know. Yeah. You know, we allow certain behaviors, right? We allow certain behaviors. And we start learning what we're willing to accept and not willing to accept. And I've gone through it too. So if you're attracting users, Sarah, then what it is you're overgiving, and you have to stop overgiving. The problem is that we live in a society that shames us into thinking that if we don't give, there's something wrong, right? That like when you see advertisements, whether it's for Valentine's Day, Christmas, whatever holiday, whatever Hallmark holiday it is, like if you're not buying this jewelry, then there's something wrong with you. You're not showing love. You're not showing your mother how much you love them on Mother's Day. You're not showing your person how much you love them if you don't buy that ring or if you don't do this or don't do that. You know, overgiving is something that I've had to learn not to do because obviously we want to please people. We're taught to be people pleasers and made to feel like we're being selfish. And there's nothing wrong with focusing on yourself. Nothing wrong with it at all. You can show love without money and giving in every way that depletes you, right? So. Yeah, Susan, like dating sites immediately, you mean people on dating sites want to know what you do for a living and what your salary is? I don't know if anybody's ever asked me what my salary is. I don't think anybody's ever asked me what my salary is. But what I do for a living? Absolutely. But people would do that in day-to-day life anyways. What's the first question people ask you? Who are you? What do you do? Those are the labels that exist whether we're online or whether we're in person. Hi, Tex, how are you? So Susan, if somebody's sending you inappropriate photos, that's an instant delete. There's not even a question. There's not even a question. And I'm not saying it shouldn't ruffle your feathers, but don't let it ruffle your feathers. Just take it as this person's not for me, delete, block, report, and done. And move on from it. It's all testing. And I can tell you from my own personal experience, I've met great people on dating apps. I've met great people on dating apps, and I'm being honest about that. Have I met people that aren't great? Yes. Sure. But they're not in my life. I have a lot of good memories of people that I've met on dating apps. I have nothing bad to say. I could just tell you that I met people that were emotionally unavailable, and the reason why they were emotionally unavailable, for the most part, was because I was too. And so now my love life is a lot different than what it used to be. Much, much different than it used to be. I'm probably the happiest I've ever been. But that's because I've pushed through even when times were tough and when I had obstacles, because I know that I only have two choices. If I got to make it or break it, I'm going to make it. Well, yeah. I mean, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Yeah. Oh no. So fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, we have to look at ourselves and what we're willing to accept or not willing to accept. Back to that point, right? So. No, I've never been to Texas. No, actually, I'd like to go to Texas. I want to eat some Texas barbecue. um, but no, it's okay that you mix it up. It's no big deal. I do it too. Um, and Susan, that's what it takes. You know, it really, that's what it takes. The more you go through it, the better. The more we avoid the process. I mean, let's put it this way. It's hard. Dating is hard. Life is hard. Losing weight is hard. Exercising is hard. Everything, anything that we do in life is going to be hard, right? Hi, Nick. And so therefore, all we can do is get better and learn through experience. I mean, experience is our teacher, right? But thank you, Tommy. I appreciate it. You pray you find a good man, but so far no luck. So Sarah, it all comes down to the energy you're putting in yourself. A good man or a good person is a reflection. I'm not saying you're not a good person, don't get me wrong, but it's a reflection of where we're at. So there are good people. Keep working on you, keep putting yourself out there, and you will have what you're looking for. But if you stop, yeah, this is life hacks, exactly. HAK, life hacks, hard ass Kelly, coming to you all tonight on a Saturday. On a Thanksgiving weekend. Let's give thanks, for some hack moments here. I know that not everybody likes hack moments, but it's just honest, you know? I appreciate that you love hack, Sarah. Thank you. People will say I sound different if I come to Texas. Probably, probably. Hi, Christine. How are you? Anyways, that was a long topic of opening your heart, but I want you guys to have the best of the best of the best. I really do. I want you to know what it feels like to be happy and to actually allow that happiness in. I repeat myself so often, it's one thing to ask for happiness, another thing to allow it. Are you truly allowing yourself to have it? Because people sometimes don't even know what that is. They don't even know what happiness looks like, right? And oftentimes we get in our own way. We set up all the reasons why we can't do something, that we can give every reason why not to do something. Yeah, Kat just said, choose your hard, choose what deserves your effort and energy. And yeah, Nick just reminded me, like I used to always say, maybe I have to make a video about that. Is your heart light on? I'm gonna make a video about that. You've inspired me, Nick, because I've been thinking about what next video could I make? You know, like those little 8-second videos. That's the video I'm gonna make, Nick. I'm gonna do that tonight. So thank you. Is your heart light on? Because the heart light essentially means, are you actually open? Are you in perceived openness where you think you're open, or are you actually open and ready for something? Because like I said, people get what they want and then they don't know what to do with it. We hope, we pray that someone comes into our life and shows us love, and then all of a sudden we work on ourselves, we get better, and then something comes in and it tests us. Like, are we actually going to allow someone? You know? So sometimes we just have to allow people to be there for us or to show us. And by the way, a new person in your life is not your ex. It's not. You might trade one set of things for another. That's natural. Can men really be as lonely as women? Absolutely, Maria. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I wish, to be honest with you, that we would stop shitting on men and then we'd stop shitting on women as well. That would be my wish. I'm so tired of hearing men are bad, women are horrible, women are, women are horrible. Like I don't subscribe to any of that. I just don't. You feel the same way, Christine? I'm tired of people blaming each other for things that we ourselves can fix. Yeah. See, look how many people are saying this. Same. Thank you, Maya. I appreciate it. It does go both ways, 100%. Like, I don't understand. Anytime I see any kind of man bashing, I scroll past it. Anytime I hear any kind of woman bashing, I scroll right past it. And it's not that I support women, I support men. I talk to a lot of women in my sessions. I speak to a lot of men in my sessions. And I can tell you that men and women experience a lot of the same things because we're humans. And I mean, yes, are there bad people? Yes, but you have to remember something. Good people do bad things and bad people do good things. There's no such thing as all good or all bad. And so I hate when we're grouping people to say all men are trash, all women are trash, all women want this, all men want that. It's not true. It's just not true. We do process differently. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. I highly recommend. It is. It is because it's meant to divide people. It's meant to divide people. It's on purpose, and people feed right into it. It's like the whole Taylor Swift thing. I have theories on this whole business side of PR with this Taylor. I'm sorry if any of you are Swifties. I apologize. I know I'm opening up a can of worms when I say that, but I can read that so easily. And yet people fall for that. That's why there's divide. That's why there's engagement on social media. That's why people are going back and forth about it. It's meant to be rage bait. You'd love to hear it. It's all rage bait. She said, you've been in PR for she said, if you're talking about my album in the first week like this, it's good. She wants this. The business side of it wants this. It's meant to burn it all down because everybody's just going to buy it anyways. They're going to buy it because she put it out there. There's the money making. Then you're going to get the rage bait. People are going to talk about it. Then it's going to segue into the next chapter because at 35, you can't maintain this image anymore. You have to rebuild the image. They have to rebuild the image. And then it's going to turn into this PR relationship, which it is, in my opinion. And it's going to go to the next segue where eventually it will be rebranded again and hoping that people will join at that time. But again, it's this, I mean, to me, it's a way to rage bait people into increasing the engagement and going into the next level of business. So, and it's the same thing with the dating world. We want people to be divided, right? Yeah, because it has to grow, Christine, because there's new artists like Sabrina Carpenter is someone who is the up and coming or is the now, right? It's not even up and coming, is the now. You have to shift. At 35, you can't be singing about your exes from 18 or 25. It just doesn't mesh with people anymore. And then the billionaire status, people can't pay their rent. People can't pay their rent. And we're trying to identify with like a billionaire, and there's nothing wrong with earning your money and having your money, but this is meant to incite people to divide, right? That's why I don't consume any of it. I've never been a fan, no offense to anybody who's a Swiftie. I respect the craft. I just, from the get-go, it was never for me. And if you like the music, that's so wonderful. Enjoy. Music is a beautiful thing. But from a business standpoint, from a PR standpoint, it's meant to rage bait people. It's doing its job, right? And so I don't care what someone listens to or what they love to buy or whatever. That's totally up to the person. But to each their own. But it's getting what's the word I'm looking for? It's getting people to talk, right? Obviously, we're talking about it, right? I don't listen to a lot of mainstream music anymore either. And it's kind of the same thing even with like television or movies. I don't even consume a lot of movies anymore like I used to. Um, Rage bait. But rage fake makes sense too, right? No, rage bait. It baits people into arguing or to increase engagement on social media posts, right? Yeah, Nick just said it's all about engagement. So right now I'm taking a course in social media analytics, right? Where you study the analytics of business pages or websites or social media. Oh, thank you, JDM. I appreciate that. And, obviously engagement matters. Like if you think about it, oh, what do I think about the Golden Bachelor? You want me to go down rabbit holes? Oh man, the content I could make, I just keep to myself. I just keep to myself. The Golden Bachelor, I mean, the Bachelor itself, the new Bachelorette, it baffles me. I don't understand how they chose. I can't believe who, I mean, but again, what are they choosing for? Rage bait. That's it. There you go. There's another example, you know? Thank you, Denzel. I appreciate it. I mean, you got me thinking about that. I know you asked about the Golden Bachelor, but then I went to the Bachelorette. But it's kind of the same thing. These are all things meant to be rage bait. You know, it's to get people talking, to get people angry, to incite back and forth. I mean, do I like certain shows? Yeah. I mean, like I like watching Big Brother, or I don't mind watching a bit of Love is Blind, but then on the casting of Love is Blind, like how do they pick these people? Like they say they do like psychological testing and whatever. And it's like, then you see the shows and you're like, really? But again, it's to rage people, right? It's to get people talking or to see something that is worse than our own day to day so that it makes us feel better, right? That's the whole point. That's the manipulation of it, you know? Oh, Susan, why are you not seeing other comments? I don't know, but I'm talking on 3 platforms at once if you're not seeing other comments. I'm on YouTube and on TikTok at the same time as Instagram. So, yeah, I think the more spiritual you get, I know that sounds silly in a way, but the more ascended you become, the more you don't engage in things that you used to. Like I don't live for celebrity gossip. I don't care I don't care as much about, blockbuster movies or celebrities. And that's like I always joke, I would love to have a talk show. Like I would love to be on a talk show. The problem is that like I don't fit with like that mainstream because I would like the freedom of the talk that we're having, not what network would say. You know what I mean? That's the difficulty of something like that. Oh, I love having deep conversations text. Like I could talk to you about any topic imaginable. Hi, Renata. Have a good night. I think the celebrity of tomorrow is about authenticity. You would watch my talk show? I would appreciate that. I mean, I would love to have a podcast. I would love to talk for hours and hours with people about, the deepest of deep things. Um, yeah, you feel that too. The more you ascend, the more you lose interest in things. Yeah, the more you heal, you don't get caught. And that's, again, this is my whole point. This is my whole point. This is my whole point. The more you ascend, the more you see things in a different light. You don't fall prey or trap to the things that you used to when you were younger. You know what I mean? That's 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 what it comes down to. You start to see things differently. You start to look at the PR completely differently. Now, I don't know how many of you pay attention to PR or public relations, or how many of you work in public relations. We had somebody just say, like, I work in public relations. I mean, nothing is by accident in any of these celebrity worlds. Nothing is by accident. You know, it's all contrived. Yeah, Trish said, like, Trish, am I right? Like, it's all contrived. I mean, like, record companies have been doing this for years, pinning artists against each other. Like, I mean, I know Brandy and Monica actually had their slight beef, but the beef was not The Boy Is Mine. The Boy Is Mine was a brilliant back and forth musically, you know? And so, and you think of, like, how, oh, yeah, the beef, sorry, that shows my age when I say the beef, but, like, hi, Boops, how are you? But it's kind of like this person against that person, it's meant to get people talking. It's on purpose. You think public relations is one-sided, there's no gray area. I mean, I don't work in public relations, but I think it's pretty obvious to see sometimes how things are, positioned, right? Positioned to get people divided. You want people talking, you want engagement, right? You want engagement. That's why people come online and say things that are controversial, because it gets people talking, right? I mean, look at this on social media. All of a sudden, now we're hearing about the fight from Rosie O'Donnell and Elizabeth Hasselbeck from 2007. I think it was 2007. That's in the news again. Can you imagine that a fight on The View from 20 years ago is back in the news and reigniting this who's telling the truth, whatever. And, this is the whole point, right? People like divide. But anyways, I digress. I don't know. I don't think, but see, Christine, the thing is that she was asked the question. She didn't necessarily, like, bring it up. She was asked the question, and it turned into a whole media thing now all of a sudden, right? But yeah, that was a long time ago, right? But so, all right, let's see. What do we need to know? Let's go back to opening our our hearts. Is the heart light on? Yeah, drama sells. It does. But anyways, I'm curious to know how you guys feel. Like, how do you feel about all of this? I mean, do you follow it? Do you debate it? Can you see both sides? Hi, Audra, how are you? I mean, it's an interesting topic, and I think if people can respect each other, then that's great. My view is that I've always been able to understand the bigger picture. I can understand why people do what they do, even if I don't agree with it. So just because I may not like something doesn't mean that I would be upset with somebody else who likes it. You can listen to whoever you want, you can watch whoever you want, you can buy whatever you want. It's no difference to me. I would respect whatever your choice is, because I would stay in my own lane. I think that would be a nice thing in this world if we could just do that. You had to stop to gain some peace. Yeah, I totally get it. Hi, Shell. Oh, we're just in deep talks. Well, it should always be the bigger picture. Like, I think, Tex, we should always be thinking objectively versus subjectively. The problem is that we take things so personally, when in reality, it's not personal. Like, it's just because somebody likes something doesn't mean it has to be taken personally, or just because you don't like something that someone else likes, it's not a personal thing, you know? So I guess to some extent, live and let live, right? So let's see. Knight of Cups, pizza. Let's talk about pizza. You know, whenever I talk about pizza, I love asking what are your favorite pizza toppings because mine are always so controversial. Speaking of controversy, I like pineapple in my pizza, and I'm sorry if that offends anybody. Um, Pineapple, mushrooms, and onions. You know, that's my favorite thing. You do too? Yeah, pineapple, mushrooms, and onions. That's my favorite. I mean, I do like an Asiago chicken pizza, but my favorite, you love pineapple on your pizza, so me too. Yeah, you too. So some people think it's like the like a sin to have pineapple on pizza, but I love it. My friend Neil, Coach Neilio, if you follow him on TikTok or Instagram or even YouTube for that matter, he makes fun of me all the time because he loves like meat on his pizza. And if I say, you know, oh, this is what I like, he trolls me every time I say that online. Now, Nick today had a pizza with fig and prosciutto, which like, that is up my alley too. Now that had goat cheese on it as well. And I think you said roasted red peppers. I would eat that pizza in a heartbeat. Pizza with jalapeno. Two of you said it at the exact same time. Christina said it, and Christine. So there must be something between Christine and Christina here, liking jalapeno and pineapple. You love pineapple on pizza? I'm not a pepperoni fan. I mean, not pizza, not pizza. Although I'll tell you what I'm obsessed with right now. At Costco, see, I'm like a one-stop shop kind of tarot reader. I always tell people that people don't know what to call me. Tarot lady, spiritual advisor, life coach, friend. I don't know. But oh, it was ricotta. Yeah, it was ricotta cheese. Okay, yum, yummy, yum. Love it. Is at Costco you can buy the it's cheese. It's cheese that is pepperoni pizza flavored. Okay, like their crisps, like their cheese, like their cheese crisps that taste like pepperoni pizza. So they're like low carb because they're cheese, but they taste like pepperoni pizza. And at first I didn't know if I would like them because I'm not always a big pepperoni fan, but they are so addictive that I order, you don't even want to know how many bags I order. Yeah, they're very keto. They're very keto. You don't know how many bags I've ordered of these things. Like I even ordered 2 more bags this morning because when I go to school, I always take some for me as like a snack. No, they're not Hot Pockets. No, 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 no. You tried a pizza with pear jam and goat cheese? Oh, I would love that. I would love that. Yeah, the bags. No, they're bags. They're bags. Do I have to get them to show them to you? Is that what I need to do? They're like, I forget what the name of the company is. Something like Stone Creamery. I don't even know. They're like cheese. They're cheese. You want to see them? I bet you in my cupboard right now. Okay, you have to give me a second. I bet you in my cupboard I have like five bags of these. I'm not exaggerating. Hold on. I'll go grab them. Because maybe you might want to buy them too. Now I feel like I should be like a spokesperson for this company. But they're what are they called? Okay, Sonoma Creamery. Oh my God, you don't know how much I love these. Okay. So yeah, they are pepperoni pizza crisps. And they are 160 calories for 16 crisps, 4 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 1 gram of sugar, 13 grams of protein. They are high in sodium though. I mean, I'll open them just for the sake of, because I don't mind. Just believe me, I'm probably gonna eat them like within a couple days anyways. I'll show you what they look like. They look like little pizza slices. And they're basically just cheese. Oh, I'm gonna eat, you don't even understand. I think I have one already open, but it won't matter because I'll eat them. Sorry for the loud crunch, but they're very crunchy. But see, they're like little pizza slices. Yeah, bite it, yeah. They're crisp, they're hard. I get them from Costco in Canada. See, the cats are now trying to get over here. Oh, Taro. Hi, Taro kitty. Come here, baby boy. I thought he was going to come on camera. But they're really yummy. They're really yummy. No, they're not. Oh, Karma. Sorry, TikTok. Karma tried to knock over the camera or the iPad. Can I type with these nails? I can. I've learned how to. But where's the wine? Oh, I do have wine in the kitchen. Yes. But no, they're not chips. They're actual. Karma, get out. Karma's obsessed with like elastics. Now, some people call them rubber bands. I think in Canada, most of us say elastics, but anyways, she's obsessed. Like she wants to steal these. She wants to eat them. And of course she cannot. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I appreciate it. You have a recipe for something similar? Yeah, you like them over chips. Yeah. So anyways, those are my favorite snacks right now. Are these like cheese, like I swear I could eat like the whole bag, like in a day or two. Well, not a day, but I say 3 days. Within 3 days, they're gone. You say rubber bands? Yeah. Yeah, élastique, right? En français. Yeah. Yeah. I live in Toronto, Canada. Your cat steals them? Yeah. They're thicker than Doritos. Yes, they are. They are. Yeah, Karma is a naughty cat. She sure is. She's obsessed. Like, oh my gosh. See, like I'll have a deck with like an elastic on it, and she's like trying to eat it off the cards. All right. So speaking of pizza, now I'm thinking of like actual like pineapple, mushrooms, and onion pizza. But maybe some of you are gonna have some pizza for dinner tonight. I don't know. Karma, you gotta get out. This is now a problem. Go. Go. So let's see. Americans say rubber bands. Yeah, I feel like that's true. I feel like that's true, but we say elastic, like a hair elastic or elastics. You're eating a supreme steak sandwich from oh, how is it? Ah, the Wolverine. So right now, okay, Taro, my cats are, if the table starts shaking, it's these two cats. But that's okay. We haven't had lives with kitties for a while. Gretchen, Jimmy, Pandy used to come live all the time. You say elastics. Yeah, yeah, they woke up as soon as I opened up that bag. As soon as I opened up that bag of cheese. Back to the open heart thing. This is about a back and forth, right? A power struggle. I know. Of course we love the kitties, but they cause trouble sometimes. And they know it. And they know it. So, oh, you saw an orb? So let's see, what is the recent past? Yeah, actually their dinner is in about an hour. That's why they're already telling me. Oh, you saw the orb, like it was to the right of me? Am I open to getting another cat? You know what? No. I think that Karma and Taro are so in love that I can't add to the mix. It would throw the dynamic off. I have never had cats snuggle, groom each other, be in love with each other like this, that I feel like I have to let these two have their romance. Yeah, no third party situations for them. No. Yeah, Kim, Jimmy passed away. Jimmy passed away in, was it May? And then Pandy. And then Pandy died in September. So I think these two, yeah, third potty. Potty. Sounds like potty, but paw. Yeah. Yeah. It is sad. So my original 3 cats are no longer with us, you know? You're worried that they're going to claw the sofa. I only had 1 cat that clawed the sofa, and that was Gretchen. The other cats don't do it. You lost one of your cats 2 days ago, Kelly. I'm so sorry. I know how that feels. No, Ikra, it's not like a siblings type of love. I think they're boyfriend and girlfriend. Oh, thank you, boobs. No, I think they're boyfriend, girlfriend. Look at the picture that I posted on Instagram of the 2 of them. I think they're boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't think there's any question that those 2, thanks, Kim. I don't think there's any question that those 2 are like in love with each other. They're totally in love. Yeah. Although I'll tell you where he's not in his masculine energy, because he tries to steal her food, and no man would let his woman not eat. That's the thing I tell him. I get very upset with him because he tries to steal her food. You know, like when I first got Karma, she would steal the food from everybody else. And I would tell her, one day somebody's gonna do this with you. Some kitty's gonna come along and steal your food. And now this is what happens. This is what happens. He's trying to steal her food. Now he's got a fat little belly. And Karma is a lot slimmer these days because they run around so much. Like she's like in amazing shape because these 2 are constantly tumbling, rolling, playing, wrestling, grooming. Like they are all over each other, but she lets him. But because he's the boss. Karma was the boss before. She came in and like bullied everybody. Not bullied in a bad way, but she certainly took control. And now, Taro came in. Go, get down. Stop. Go, get out. Go. She's really driving me crazy here. Oh yeah, they're bonded, 100%. Karma, go. I wish you guys could see this. This is like, she is driving me insane over here. Go. Go. Get down. I think I have to remove her from the situation here because this is a problem. Because then the whole thing is gonna come crashing down because you go play with your boyfriend. I swear they're and then everything's gonna come crashing down. What sign is Taro? I think, well, they say he was born August. They think he was born in August of 2024. So he's either a Leo or a Virgo. I think he's a Leo, but Karma's a Leo too. They're both Leos. So, oh, they wrestle all the time. See, now she's back up here. I just put her down. Well, she's not even trying to get the cheese snacks. That's not even the thing. She's trying to get elastics. Get out. Go, get out. She's trying to get elastics. She's like a naughty teenager, 100%. You stay there. Okay. All right, recent past. Go and play with your boyfriend. Yeah, exactly. Oh gosh, if they had kittens, Dana, I mean, they'd be pretty cute, but yeah, no, they're both fixed. They're both fixed. Recent past, everybody. 3 of Wands, sitting on the sidelines. Sorry, I'm looking at the outfit on the card. I'm thinking, where do you get one of these outfits? 3 of Wands, sitting on the sidelines. Like, I'll do this tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. Recent past, somebody was waiting. And as I always say, do not wait. Please do not wait. Please. I hope sometimes that you hear me in your brain. Don't wait. Please don't wait. No, she's not on the sidelines with that outfit, Sarah. That's a very good point. Oh, thanks, Maria. Yeah, sometimes I wear my hair straight or curl or like wavy because my hair just got done. So when it's fresh, then I like wearing it straight. But when my hair starts to grow out, then you can really see the grow out at a certain point then I don't like to wear my hair straight. Yeah, it makes sense, Matt. So let's see. Sitting on the sidelines. Oh, the pearl, opening up emotionally. I've seen that energy for the last few days. This is all about a rare opportunity to open up. But what are we waiting for? Like seriously, like what are we waiting for? It's never going to be the right time. Never going to be the right time unless you just do it. Oh my goodness, I'm dropping cards now. Oh, jeez. Let's see what else we need to know. Recent past. Death and rebirth. This is what it is. We're letting go. Right? We're letting go. We're transforming. We're going into... Karma, go. Please. Oh my Lord. See? Ever since I opened up that cheese. The pearl. Kat, where did your mind go when you saw that card? I'm just curious. Where did your mind go? Yeah, it definitely is the heart light on with the pearl. Yeah. No, she doesn't take no for an answer, Dana. 100%. She gets whatever she wants. Oh, thank you, dear. I appreciate it. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Janelle. The strength position. What's the strength position? What's the strength position, everybody? Oh, see, I've seen this card. Now, Nick, I don't know if you've been seeing the Five of Pentacles, but today when I was doing my readings, I saw a lot of Five of Pentacles. Now, Five of Pentacles is feeling left out in the cold. How many of you feel like you're being left out in the cold? Like, or in any kind of like negative thinking? I'm well, Sandra. How are you? Yeah, you've seen it too. I've seen a lot of Five of Pentacles today. Okay, so Five of Pentacles, mint energy. It's funny, mint has been coming up in general at Costco today. See, you can see I bought a lot of things at Costco today. I bought the Premier Protein Chocolate Mint. I don't know if anybody's, how many of you have tried the Premier Protein Chocolate Mint? I was a little iffy about this because I like chocolate mint, like chocolate. I don't know if I would like it in a protein shake, you know? So, Kat, you're funny. She sure is, Nick. She sure is. But anyways, mint energy, freshen up your life. Freshen up your life. Get out of that old energy, like being left out in the cold. Mentos fresh and full of life. Oh my God. Remember those old Mentos commercials? Mentos, right? Like it was, oh, you like chocolate chip mint ice cream? I do too. I do too. Thank you, Lou. That's very kind of you. Yes, it is, Leanna. It's tarot cards. Yeah. Okay, karma? No. No. Hi, Shauna. How are you? So let's see what else we need to know here. Strength position. So freshen up your life. Get yourself out of the cold. Let's see. Ah, the crossroads. Are you in the old or are you in the new? Oh my gosh. My mother tried to make grasshopper pie once when I was a kid. It's so funny that you brought up grasshopper pie. When I was a kid, my mom tried to make grasshopper pie and it didn't turn out very well. And we have a memory of that. Oh, I was just telling Karma no. Like, sorry, my cat, Karma. Yes, yes. But hi, Renee. I'm well, thank you. How are you? So this energy is sort of like asking you to be in new energy. We don't want to be in old stories, old narratives. It's not fun. What's going on here with my cards? I have too many decks. If you knew how many decks of cards I have right now on this table, you would be absolutely shocked. A grasshopper pie is like a chocolate. I don't mean to laugh. It's like a chocolate. What is it? Like a chocolate mint pie. You have a story like that in your family when your aunt tried making chocolate cornbread? I mean, I think everybody has a story like that where you tried to make something and it turned out terribly. Like I was telling someone the other day, I had tried that keto recipe, the one where it's like 8 eggs and some vanilla and like Greek yogurt, or it's like, or cream cheese, and it's supposed to taste like a French toast. Like it's supposed to like puff up like a French. I don't know about you if you've ever tried it, but I was like, whoa. Like, I mean, I like eggs, but it was so eggy to me that it didn't taste anything like a French toast. To me, it was like a waste of 8 eggs. It was supposed to be 8 eggs, vanilla. I think it was the cream cheese or with like Greek yogurt. I don't even know. If you've seen that episode, oh my God, that recipe on like Facebook or whatever, ugh, I don't like it. Hi, Lisette. It didn't taste anything like a French toast to me. Yeah, eggs are a luxury these days. And what a waste, and I know, but you know what? How much are eggs? How much are eggs where you live? Here's a great question. Because like when I think of like if I'm not mistaken, like a lot of the things in the US are actually cheaper than in Canada. But eggs, for some reason, aren't, I don't think, as expensive as they are in the US. Yeah, the cinnamon, I don't think cinnamon could have changed it, Kim. I don't think cinnamon could have made it any better. Like, honestly, it was really gross. It was not a good recipe. It was a real waste. In California, the eggs are $13 for an 18 pack. Matt just said it's $5.79 for white eggs, $6.90 for brown eggs. Yeah, $4.99 a dozen. Eggs, if I'm not mistaken, like eggs are, I don't know, like six, it depends on what eggs you buy, but yeah, between $5 and $12. I could see that, depending on how many. Like a dozen eggs, $5, $6, $7, $8, depending on the type of eggs you buy. Like if you're buying free range or if you're buying at Costco, Costco's the best place to buy them because you get way more. Yeah. But I have heard that eggs can be quite expensive depending on where you live. Oh, no, 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 no. Grasshopper pie didn't mean like grasshoppers in the pie. No, not like real grasshoppers. No, it's just a name for it. Yeah, if you're buying organic, free range, yeah. The near future, 401s, 1111, brand new beginning. Brand new beginning. I don't know why the comments get stuck for me all the time on YouTube lately. All the time. All right, let's see what else. Expensive, you got it. You got it. No, I'm from Toronto, Canada. Hi, family, how are you? Sam's Club is $18 for, hold on, when you say for, 18 for 7 for a half dozen. Sorry, now I understand what you were saying. Gas is cheaper. You think gas is cheaper in the US than Canada? Keep in mind, we sell by the liter, they sell by the gallon too. So we have to convert in that way as well. So near future, there's the B energy. Working hard brings results. Meeting new friends, allow pleasure and joy. Please allow yourself some pleasure and some joy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, gas is expensive probably anywhere you go. Yeah, and their dollar is worth more. Absolutely. Yes. Okay, there's the clock. By the way, I said clock, in case anybody misheard me. There was an L. There was an L in there, clock. Am I missing anybody in my life at the moment? No, no. I think in general, as you get older or as you go through these experiences, I would say you have an acceptance of where things are at. I would say that I accept what is. Um, so the clock energy is saying everything is perfect timing, right? Yeah, that's true. And you know what, Bob? It never used to be that way, right? It never used to be that way. It was always the other way around, that diesel was cheaper. Let's see, what do we need to know? What do we need to know? Ten of Cups. I've seen the Ten of Cups multiple times today, and I just want to remind you, again, for the millionth time, it's one thing to ask for happiness, another thing to allow it. There's this possibility of happiness, right? Why do I look at IG when I clarify certain words? I don't know, Mike. I really don't know. It's a good question. 1010. Well, I mean, we had the 1010 portal yesterday. So that makes sense, Matt, if you're seeing 1010. The candle. Spiritual enlightenment. Happiness. Enlightenment. Yes, allow it in. After eights, yeah, that is a nice chocolate. I do enjoy that too. Chocolate and mint, I do like. Everything is ticking right along. Yeah. And so, Nick, I was telling everybody earlier that yes, the full moon Zoom we're going to be doing on Halloween. So if you guys want to join us for the full moon Zoom on Halloween for costumes and a night of deep talks, I don't know if any of you have plans on Halloween, but the full moon is right after the weekend. So we are going to be doing the full moon Zoom on the 31st. And there's the bouquet, happiness and harmony. Beautiful energy. There's that happy energy, right? So let's see. What do we need to know? That's your fave holiday? That's okay. You're probably working. You're probably working. Eight of Pentacles. There's work to do. There's work to do. Hi, Rush. There's work to do. Ah, coffee cup. Coffee date. Conversing with someone. Let's talk. I've seen a lot of energy from the readings today. Perfect, Nick. Nick, are you going to have a costume? Now, I ordered a costume today in general. Now, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm hoping I bought the right size. I really don't know. Hi, Charlie. I'm well, thank you. How are you? So, Bella, with cards, I mean, this tells me that you're doubting yourself. You're doubting that someone loves you. So you got to be careful that you don't manifest that, right? I don't think these situations are ever really about whether someone loves us or doesn't love us. It's whether somebody actually has the capacity. Oh, you got asked out for coffee today. There you go, coffee date. This is resonating with you, Akra? Okay, interesting. So, I mean, somebody's working to talk about something. They want to, is that your Canadian date, Christine? Maybe. Where in Canada are they from? How can you stop manifesting negative along with your positive? Well, it's like sitting on the fence, Monroe. If you're sitting on the fence and let's say you're in like positive and negative, then you're confusing. You're confusing the energy. And I'm not saying that anybody has to live in any like toxic positivity where it's like rainbows and butterflies 100% of the time, which we know is not true. But you do have to be very mindful of your thoughts, your feelings, your words, and your actions, and how you might be contradicting yourself. Because, like, for example, I'll go back to what I said earlier, that if you're telling me you're open to love, but then you give every reason why you can't go on a date or you can't go on a dating app or this is bad or this is that, you're contradicting yourself. So then, Sandra, if you need someone who is emotionally open, then you need to be more emotionally open yourself. Thanks, Sarah. Have a great night. You know, There's a lot of communication themes in my readings and there's even more coming because I filmed today and I can tell you that, you know, this is the vibe. People want to talk. People want to express themselves. There could be some feelings. There could be something that just sort of, listen, Pluto's also going direct on the 13th. I mean, that is like transformation, shocking, right? Kind of energy. How old am I? I am 45 and I am short since you're asking my height. The lion. This is telling us to be heart-centered. Remember, the longest journey is from the head to the heart. So the brain lies. The brain lies to us. Don't listen to your brain. Your dreams are intense lately? That doesn't surprise me. I had very intense dreams last night. But I always have intense dreams. I always wake up saying that I have crazy dreams. Hope and or fear is the Queen of Pentacles. And I actually saw some union energy between the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles today. A lot of earth energy coming through. Now, here's why. I just had an epiphany. Full moon in Taurus. Hi, Dwayne. I'm well, thank you. How are you? Full moon in Taurus. Sarah, you can ask your guides to show you what you need to know, but then be really careful that you're not trying to manifest something that you are trying to control, right? Because the universe is probably already showing you. You don't even have to ask for it. The question is, do you believe it? Or are you searching for something different than what you already know? And I say that to you with love. So I saw a reading today that showed the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles all in one reading. Yeah, or dollars, since they are the Kingdom of Pentacles, right? As in like abundance, tangible fulfillment. So, hi Abdulhadi, how are you? So you're manifesting something for over a year and it still hasn't happened yet. So Priyansh, you're probably trying to control something and that's why it's not manifesting. That's the problem. People have to let go. Oh, we love king energy. I mean, Christine, remember when we did a couple years ago, we talked about this on live. We're like, what king would we choose? King of Wands, King of Pentacles, King of Cups, right? Or King of Swords. They all have their perks. And then like sometimes people will say, oh, but I want the Emperor, who's the King of Kings, right? Who embodies all of them. But remember when we did that? So they've already showed you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So let's see. Hi, Animal. How are you? King of Pentacles is the hope and or fear, which is like stability, right? We're hoping for stability, but then sometimes we fear because you get what you want and then you don't know what to do with it, right? I'm not even reading the comments. Of course I do. I'm on 3 platforms at once. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And here we have the ship moving forward. Again, we hope to move forward. We have fear of moving forward because moving forward means change has to happen. You have to leave things behind. People don't like to leave what they know. They're afraid to leave what they know behind. So, and with that, we have here the Archer. You got to take aim. Hi, Tom. How are you? You have to take aim. You've got to implement a strategy of some kind, right? Set some intentions. What does the full moon in Taurus mean? Taurus energy is Venus energy, self-worth, self-value, self-respect. It's about finances. It's about love. It's about being grounded. I'm seeing so much energy that says you need to stay grounded. Go out in nature, have a salt bath, do something that grounds you, that makes you feel even keel. Because I think a lot of people right now are feeling anxious and they're not sure what to do with the energy. And basically, scale it back a little bit. Taurus energy, and I love all of you Taurus people and Taurus placements, but Taurus energy is slow, very slow moving. You cannot tell a Taurus what to do. It has to be their idea. You cannot force them. Trust the process came to me from a Taurus, okay? That's why I'm constantly saying trust the process, because I had to learn this. If I don't know trust the process by now, there's something wrong with me. And I'm not talking any of you, I'm talking about myself, because this has been a long road, you know? Well, of course, a Taurus says that a Taurus energy is the best. But it's slow and methodical, yes. But it also requires movement. Taurus, they go slow, but sometimes they also keep themselves a little bit stuck because they're so overgiving. Yeah, a grounding mat, absolutely, Sandra. I've heard people say that they love it. So if you feel drawn to it, then why not? Just to put your feet in the ground. So there you go. That's why you're going camping. That's funny, Nick. Yeah, Kim just said, of course, Taurus energy is the best. Yeah, says all the Taurus people. And I agree. I love Taurus energy. I mean, as an Earth sign, I definitely identify with that too, right? Earth energy. So yeah, Nick just said he loves his grounding mat. So if that's something you've been thinking about. All right, let's take a look at the probable outcome. Holy, I've been on for like an hour and a half. I haven't done like a live like this in a long time. Thanks, Christina. I hope you guys have had a good night. I'm appreciative that you're here with me. We always talk about the most random of random things. Probable outcome. So let's see. 9 of Wands, 9 of Wounds. She's giving that side eye like, don't mess with me. Do not try me today. Right? Oh, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Tauruses think a lot on the couch eating. Absolutely. Absolutely. Netflix, laying in bed. Oh, so 9 of Wands. Well, let's do double or nothing. Let's see. 9 of Wands, the Chariot. See, I knew I had to pick another card. You got to move on. Move on from the wounds. Let it go. Let it go. The bay leaf. Manifestation ritual. If you know, you know. How many of you are going to be doing any manifestation rituals this evening? I mean, feel free. Feel free. You know? Oh, I don't know, Sandra. I've never purchased one. You're worried about getting scammed. I don't know in regards to a grounding mat, but maybe do some research first. Manifestation rituals. Calling you out. I mean, listen, hey, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. The balloons. Letting go of heaviness. Stress relief. Well, manifestation can be a stress relief. Oh, manifestation sometimes, Monroe, is a word we use for other activities. You know, we joke. Bad joke, but we joke. So let's see. In order to manifest clearly, like honestly, is to have an intention. No, tonight is not a certain moon phase. No. Thanks, Sarah. Have a wonderful night. Tutor yourself, Mike. You're perfectly capable of tutoring yourself in this topic. And here we go, the Hermit. Maybe tonight you need to hermit yourself and do some manifestation. But this basically means search your soul, ascend, figure some things out, and heal. Now the Star card is beautiful because yes, it's healing and blessings, but it's also boundaries. No, I don't tutor in that area, Bob. But Nick's playlist is all by myself. But that one says don't want to be all by myself. So I don't know, Nick. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate it. So yeah, the star is healing and blessings and wishes coming true, and boundaries. Maria, who doesn't practice manifestation? Manifestation is part of the human experience. There you go. You got it, Sandra. You got it. Well, you've got two of them, Mike. So there you go. I mean, we are manifesting naturally all the time, every day of our lives. Yes. From like a real standpoint, yes. We manifest every day, all day. Some more than others. Um, but no, it means you could be contradicting the energy, PJ. It really depends. So, well, my friends, I guess I better go. I've been on, like I said, for over an hour and a half. I didn't realize I was going to be on this long, but that's okay. Exactly. So always watch what you wish for. It's so true, Kim. It's so true. It's so true. You have to be careful what you wish for. Because how many of you ever had that? You wished for something, you wished for it, you got it, and then you're like, oh, is that all there is? You know? So always be mindful of your thoughts, your feelings, your words, your actions, because they matter. They matter. Oh, no, that wasn't offensive, Maria. No. I'm not easily offended. I'm glad you had a fun time, Sandra. Hi, Strawberry. How are you? I'm so glad. Well, like I said, I hope you guys had a wonderful evening with me. Good topics, life hacks, you name it. I'm gonna have something to eat. The kitty cats, the moment this camera goes off, these cats are gonna be on me. I already know. They're gonna wanna eat. And you know what I'm gonna be probably snacking on is those cheese crisp things. When am I going to be live again? It depends. It probably won't be tomorrow because I'm going to visit my family. It's my sister's birthday, so I probably won't be live tomorrow. Oh, merci. Thank you, Matt. But maybe on Monday, possibly. If not, it'll be Tuesday. Okay. But I wish you all a wonderful weekend, and I appreciate all of you. You guys have no idea how much you mean to me. Like, you know, it's not even just like the likes, the comments, the shares and all that stuff. It's the time spending together, the interactions, the laughter, the lessons, it all means so much. I honestly cannot do this without you guys. I really can't. You know, it would be weird just talking to myself, you know, every day coming on here. You give me an opportunity to talk and to interact and to hopefully help and bring something to you. It really warms my heart and makes me very, very content and happy. You know, I don't know what I would do without all of you to do all of this, you know, so. Happy Thanksgiving, yes, to everybody who's celebrating. You're gonna go watch Ghostbusters? Nice. Nice. All right, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your night. I'm grateful, absolutely. So thank you. Yes, Mike, all the middle school jokes and sense of humor. You got it. Thank you, Maya. I appreciate it. Okay. All right, everybody. Love you guys. Take care. Bye, IG. Okay, YouTube. Thank you so much, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your night. Take care.